Even worse, she goes overseas and flaunts about how well she's doing with, you know,
Inclusivity.
Oh,
wow,
God.
and kindness and
And Maori
uh,
names
e-
everywhere. And I used to
economic
like
strength.
Maori, but not everywhere.
Hey, you guys remember how I mentioned about that library in Rolleston? How I was confused as to whether it was even a library because it didn't have a single word of the library on it.
Yeah.
It was all Maori. I had to actually ask a pedestrian if that's the library. And they said, yeah, no, we don't know why. So anyway, that was weird for me. And recently I saw the local community in Rolleston have rallied together demanding that there be the word library on the library, which makes total sense.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, like, I was the only one that thought it was, I thought I was the only one that thought, hang on a minute, it's a bit weird. You think you'd have it clearly identified as the library. Like, if we come this far that we can't use English,
Yes. Yes.
is it derogatory now to use English?
And stop being so white looking, either of you. Plus you're
Look
male.
at me with my, I've got
Well,
a
what,
Harley
you can-
Davidson top on. I'm definitely racist. No.
And this is clearly not balanced. We should have a token person in there because you have to have token everywhere, token language. I used to love Maori. I thought it was the most beautiful language next to French. And I just really wanted to learn it. And my dream was always to take a year off and learn it because I love the sounds of it. Now it's just totally turned me off because it feels like for 2 years she just shoved it down our throats. It's like taking Brussels sprouts that are quite yummy actually, but if you feed a child Brussels sprouts nonstop every day and force it down their throats, they're never going to eat Brussels sprouts as an adult. That's what she's done to the Maori language. And a lot of my Maori friends don't want all this. They don't want it forced. This is just, what do they call it? The brown mafia, the few at the top who've got heaps of money out of Jacinda Ardern.
Brown town elite.
Yeah. People like Willie Jackson. He's, oh, watch out for him, man. He's Mr. You know, he's really full of himself. And he's got away with a lot while he's been in power, but he doesn't strike me as a man of great integrity, let's say that.
Why
So
do we value these
people
people so highly? Like,
yeah,
you grow up as a kid, you see these idols on television, you think, oh wow, that person's amazing. Like
yeah.
What was that guy's name? You know, Paul Holmes.
Oh, Paul, he was a bit of a character and he had a good heart. Paul.
Everybody, you know, you hear that noise come on, Holmes. My grandparents watched that every night. Oh wow, that guy's amazing. And then the rugby players, I mean, at least they're doing something skillful, but TV personalities.
Oh,
are you trying to say what Liz's career wasn't skillful, John?
It wasn't at all.